Okay, so good morning to all. Okay, today we are going to start the next unit from the section number 2, that is the unit number 6. The name of that unit is unconventional machining. Okay, unconventional machining, that unit we are going to start from today. Okay, see the content of that unit number 6. See, this is the content of that unit number 6. Okay, from that unit, okay, or in that unit, we will discuss the following points. Okay, they have given the 5 unconventional machining and okay. Hello. Now, here in that unit number 6, that is the unconventional machining, we will discuss the following points. Okay, now here they have given 5 unconventional machining. The first unconventional machining is electrical discharge machining. Okay, that electrical discharging machining, and also it is called as the EDM. Okay, this is our first content. Then and next content of this unit number 6 is the electrochemical machining. Okay, electrochemical machining, in short it is called as the ECM. Okay, then third content is ultrasonic machining, also it is called as the UCM. Then next it is the abrasive water jet machining. Okay, short form is the AWGM. And then next content is the ultrasonic machining, that is the UCM. Okay, that 5 machining process, that is the unconventional machining process are there, and that unconventional machining process we want to study in this unit number 6, that is the unconventional machining processes. Okay, and and here we will discuss particularly that each unconventional machining process along with their advantages, disadvantages, their working principle, their construction. Okay, that point we will discuss for each and every unconventional machining. Okay, okay, for this chapter we will discuss only that 5 unconventional machining. Okay, that much contents are present for this unit number 6, that is the unconventional machining. Okay, now before going to the, or before starting that unit, okay, I would like to tell you what is meant by the unconventional machining. Okay, what is meant by the unconventional machining and what is meant by the conventional machining. Okay, I will split that word. Unconventional machining. Okay, first is the unconventional. Okay, unconventional, and conventional, and second is the conventional. Okay, conventional. Now what is meaning, or what is meant by that unconventional machining? When we can call it, it is the unconventional machining, and when we will call it conventional machining. Okay, first up we will discuss what is meant by the conventional machining. Okay, we are knowing that the conventional machining is nothing but, in this type of the machining, okay, in this type of the machining, we will remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the accurate size and sharp tool. Okay, in that conventional machining, we are going to use accurate size and the sharp cutting tool we are using here. Okay, we are using the cutting tool to remove the material from that workpiece. In the conventional machining, we are using the cutting tool. With the help of that cutting tool, okay, with the help of that cutting tool, we will remove the material from the workpiece. For example, suppose we want to perform the turning operation. Okay, turning operation. Okay, turning operation, then we can say drilling, then milling. Okay, then milling. Okay, the such type of the operation we can perform with the help of the conventional machining. And to perform the such type of the operation, we can, for example, we can use the single point cutting tool. Okay, that single point cutting tool, we are using the drill bit, we are using the cutter. Okay, these are the conventional tool, and with the help of that tool we will perform the such type of the operation. This is called as the conventional machining. Means, in simple word, I will tell you the meaning of that conventional machining is, in the conventional machining we will remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the tool. Okay, with the help of the tool. Okay, but this condition is not applicable for this unconventional machining. Means, in that unconventional machining, okay, In that unconventional machining, we will not remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the cutting tool. Okay. In that unconventional machining, we are not using the cutting tool. Okay. Then how we can remove the material? Okay, now see here, in the unconventional machining, we can remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the energy. With the help of energy. Means, suppose in that unconventional machining, we will use mechanical energy, we can use thermal energy, okay, we can use chemical energy, okay, we can use the electrical energy, or also we can use the combination of that all the energy. Okay, and with the help of that energy, okay, with the help of that energy, we will remove the material from the workpiece. Okay, but in this unconventional machining, okay, in this unconventional machining, we will not use sharp and hard cutting tool. Okay, we are not using the any sharp and hard cutting tool. Okay, without using that hard and sharp cutting tool, we will remove the material. Okay, we will remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the energy. Okay, which type of the energy we will using here? We can use mechanical energy, we can use the thermal energy, we can use the electrical energy, we can use the chemical energy. Also, we can use the combination of that one of the energy. Means, for example, suppose we can use mechanical along with the thermal energy. Also, we can use the electrical or chemical energy like this. Okay, like this, such type of the energy we will use to remove the amount of the material from the workpiece. Okay, and this process is called as the unconventional machining. Okay, once again I will repeat the definition of that unconventional machining. Unconventional machining is defined as it is the process of to remove the material from the workpiece with the help of or with the utilization of energy. Okay, that energy, it may be mechanical energy, it may be thermal energy, it may be electrical energy, or it may be chemical energy, or also we can use the combination of one of the energy, and with the help of that energy we will remove the material from the workpiece. And in that unconventional machining, we are not use the sharp and hard cutting tool. Okay, and the example of that unconventional machining is, this is the EDM, ECM, UCM, AWGM, and USM. Okay, these are the simple machining processes of that unconventional category. Okay, now then conventional machining. Conventional machining means also this is the one type of process, and it is also used to remove the material from the workpiece. But to remove the material from the workpiece with the help of that conventional process, we can use the sharp and hard cutting tool. With the help of that cutting tool, we will remove the material. For example, of that conventional machining is that turning, drilling, milling. These are the conventional processes. Okay. Now see why we are going to that unconventional machining. Okay, okay, because that traditional machining or that conventional machining, it will possess the following limitation. Okay, following disadvantages are there. Okay, now see what are the limitation of that conventional machining. That traditional means it is the conventional. Okay, now say what are the limitation of that conventional machining? Say hard material cannot be machined. Okay, suppose we are having very hard material is there, and suppose we want to perform the any machining operation on that hard material. Now it is very difficult. Okay, whenever your material is hard, that time it is difficult to do the machining on that hard material with the help of the conventional machining. Okay, this is their first disadvantages. Then tool should be harder than the material to be cut. Okay, in the conventional machining, that condition we have to follow. Means, okay, in the conventional machining, whatever tool we are using to remove the material from that workpiece, that tool is here, that tool material or that tool, it should be harder. It should be harder than the workpiece. It should be harder than the workpiece. This condition you should be follow in the conventional machining. Means whatever tool we are using to remove the material from that workpiece, that tool material, it should be harder than the your workpiece. Okay, this is the second limitation. Then third limitation of that traditional machining is higher tool force is required. Okay, in that conventional or in that traditional machining. Okay, during the machining process, we have required the higher tool force are required to cut the harder material. Okay, suppose we are having the any harder material is there, and that on that harder material we want to perform the machining operation. Okay, during that we have to require the higher tool force is required. Means we have to apply the more force on that tool, or that tool should be apply the more force on that workpiece. Okay, such condition is also required in that traditional machining. Means higher tool force is required. Then the next limitation of that traditional machining is it is difficult to produce the complex shape in the harder material. Okay, suppose we are having such type of the any harder material is there, and suppose we want to perform the particular shape or any complex shape we want to perform on that harder material, then it is difficult because to perform the machining operation on the harder material it is difficult with the help of that traditional machining. So that to perform the complex shape on that harder material it is also difficult. Okay, now same, and during that conventional machining we are knowing that we are using that single point cutting tool or different types of tools are there. Okay, and due to that cutting force, okay, due to that tool it will be applied the cutting force on that your workpiece, and because of that there may be chances of generating the residual traces in your workpiece. Okay, these are the basic or simple disadvantages of your traditional machining, and these all disadvantages, okay, that all disadvantages of that traditional machining is overcome in a in that non-conventional machining. Okay, so that we are going to move instead of that traditional machining we are going to use the non-conventional machining. Okay, now say what is meant by the non-conventional, also we can call it is the unconventional. Okay, simple definition is there. That unconventional machining it is defined as, okay, it is the process, that process we can use to remove the material, but to remove the material from the workpiece with the help of that unconventional machining we are using here, we can use here mechanical, we can use it different types of energy like we can use the mechanical energy, we can use the thermal energy, we can use the electrical energy, we can use the chemical energy, or also we can use the combination of these energies. Okay, but we are not using the sharp and hard cutting tool. Whatever that hard and cutting tool it is required for that traditional manufacturing process, that tool is not using such type of the tool, we are not using that unconventional machining, and instead of that cutting tool we are using the energy to remove the material from that workpiece. This whole process is called as the unconventional machining. Okay, understood the definition? See here the next point. Now we have seen what is meant by the traditional, what is meant by the unconventional, also we have seen the limitation of that traditional machine. Now we will discuss the what is the advantages of that unconventional machine. Okay, what are the different advantages of that unconventional machining? Now see here the advantages of that unconventional machining. The first advantage is the any type of the material, okay, any type of the material we can machine with the help of this unconventional machining, or irrespective of its hardness. Means suppose we are having very hard material is there, okay, very hard material is there, and during the machining process of that hard material, that unconventional machining process it does not see whether it is hard or whether it is soft. Okay, but in that conventional machining it is difficult. Okay, it is difficult to perform the machining operation on the harder material, but it is irrespective. Okay, means hardness of that component or hardness of that workpiece it does not effect. Okay, it does not make the effect on your machining process. Means any type of the material we can machine, whether it is hard, whether it is soft. Okay, this is the first advantages of that unconventional machining. Now see the second disadvantages is the any complicated shape. Okay, the any complicated shape we can produce on the workpiece. Now already we have seen the disadvantages of that conventional machining. To perform the complex shape, okay, the complicated shape, suppose we want to perform on the harder material, it is difficult, but in that unconventional machining the any complicated shape we can produce on your workpiece. Okay, and that workpiece it will be hard or it will be soft, there is no problem. Okay, this is the disadvantages of your conventional machining. Now see the third advantages, third disadvantages of unconventional machining. Very fine holes can be easily produced. Okay, very small hole. Okay, suppose we want to produce a very small hole, and that to produce the small hole with the help of the conventional or traditional machining, it is difficult. Okay, means very precise hole we can produce with the help of the unconventional machining. Okay, and so the fourth advantages of that unconventional machining is no mechanical force is exerted on your workpiece. Okay, no mechanical force is exerted on your workpiece. And now here the last disadvantages of that unconventional machining is the drilling of tapered hole is possible. Okay, suppose you want to produce tapered drill on your workpiece. Okay, suppose this is the workpiece is there, and suppose we want to produce a tapered drill like this. Okay, a tapered drill we want to produce on a workpiece. Okay, that tapered drill, it is impossible with the help of the traditional machining, but with the help of that unconventional machining, we can easily perform that tapered drilling on your workpiece. Okay, these are the basic advantages of your unconventional machining. Means whatever disadvantages of that traditional machinings are there, that all disadvantages are overcome in that unconventional machining, so that we are going to use that unconventional machining instead of the traditional machining. Now see the basic classification of that unconventional machining. Okay, classification of that unconventional machining. We are knowing that unconventional machining is classified depend on the which type of the energy we are using. Okay, which type of the energy we are using. According to that, that unconventional machining processes are classified. Okay, now see, we are knowing that in that unconventional machining we are using the thermal energy, we are using the mechanical energy, we are using the electrochemical energy, we are using the chemical energy. Okay, with respect to that energy, your unconventional machining process is classified. Now see the first category of that unconventional machining is thermal. Okay, thermal group means with the help of the thermal energy. Now see here in this group, whatever that unconventional machinings are there, that all machining process, it will use the which type of the energy? It will use the thermal energy. Okay, it will use the thermal energy, means it will use the heat. Thermal means it will use the heat to remove the material. Means with the help of the heat, we will melt the workpiece. Okay, and we will remove the material from that workpiece in this fashion. Okay, so that it is called as the thermal group. And in that thermal group means we are using the heat here. Okay, we are using the heat, and with the help of that heat, we will melt the workpiece and we will remove the material from that workpiece. Okay, now see in that thermal category, it consists of the different unconventional machining process are there. Now see the first process is the electric discharge machining. Okay, electric discharge machining, and in short, it is called as the EDM, electric discharge machining. Okay, then second type of that thermal category is wire cut. Okay, wire cut, that is the WEDM. Okay, then next laser beam machining, IBM. Okay, and plasma arc machining, that is the PAM. Okay, these are the all unconventional machinings are come under the thermal group. Means to in that all the machining process. Okay, in that all the unconventional machining process, we are using the heat to remove the material. Simple. Okay, this is called as the first category. Then see the next category of that unconventional machining process is mechanical energy. Means here we are using the mechanical energy. Okay, and with the help of that mechanical energy, we will remove the material from that workpiece. Now in that mechanical energy, it consists of following process. It consists of the abrasive jet machining. Okay, abrasive means abrasive jet machining. The short form is the AGM. Abrasive jet machining. The next in that mechanical energy group is ultrasonic machining. That is the USM, and the next is the water jet machining. WGM. Okay, and in this machining process, we are using the mechanical energy, and with the help of this mechanical energy, okay, with the help of this mechanical energy, we will remove the material from the workpiece. Okay, now see next process is the electrochemical machining. Okay, and that electrochemical machining, it consists of following processes. Now see here, it consists of electrochemical machining, that is the ECM, and electrochemical grinding. Okay, and the next category of that unconventional machining processes according to their energy is the chemical energy. Also, with the help of the chemical energy, also we can remove the material from the workpiece, and in this group, chemical machining is there. Okay, these are the basic simple classification of that unconventional machining process. Okay, these are the basic classification. Now see here. Now we will discuss here what is the comparison between that traditional and unconventional machining. Okay, that comparison also we will see here. Okay, now see the comparison between the traditional and unconventional machining. The traditional means our regular machining, and that unconventional means it is advanced machining. Now see, this is the traditional, this is the unconventional. See the first difference between that traditional and unconventional machining is, the first difference is, for that traditional machining, okay, for that traditional machining, it is required, or it uses the cutting tool of the fixed geometry. Okay, okay, in that traditional machining, we are using the fixed geometry cutting tool. Okay, and with the help of that fixed geometry cutting tool, we will remove the material from that workpiece. Means here in that traditional machining, simple, you have to remember, in that traditional machining, we are using the simple fixed geometry tool. Here we are using the tool. Okay, for example, drill bit, for example, single point cutting tools, for example, cutter. Okay, like this. But in that unconventional machining, that tool which does not have fixed geometry. Okay, means we are not using the tool. Simple. Means that whatever such type of the tool we are using in the traditional machining, like a single point cutting tool, like drill bit, like cutter, reamer. Okay, such type of the tool, such type of, I am once again repeating, such type of the tool we are not using in that fixed geometry tool. We are not using for that unconventional machining. Okay, in that unconventional machining, we are using the tool, but that tool, it will be cathode or anode. Okay, such type of the tool we are using the unconventional machining. Okay, this is the first difference. Then now see the second difference. The tool material, okay, that tool material should be harder than the metal to be cut. Means in that traditional machining, okay, in that traditional machining, whatever tool we are using, the material of that tool, it should be harder than workpiece. Okay, that it is the condition for that traditional machining. Okay, what is the condition? Whatever tool we are using, okay, for example, suppose we are using here single point cutting tool. Okay, and the hardness, okay, the hardness of that single point cutting tool, it should be more than your workpiece. Okay, if it is not, okay, suppose the hardness of that single point cutting tool is less, and suppose the less than the workpiece, then what will happen? Automatically your that tool, it will be break down during the machining operation. So that we should follow this condition in that traditional machining. The whatever tool we are using, for example, we are using the single point cutting tool, we are using the, okay, whatever tool we are using, the material of that tool, it should be harder than the that workpiece, so that it will do the machining. Otherwise, it will be breakdown. Okay, this is the condition for that traditional machining. But in that unconventional machining, the hardness of tool, it does not make the effect on your workpiece. Means the hardness of tool, it is independent on the material hardness. Means it is, such condition is not required for that unconventional machining. Whether your tool is harder or whether your workpiece harder, this matter is not applicable for this unconventional machining. Okay, then the next condition for that traditional machining is, the hard metals are difficult to do the machining, or sometimes it is impossible. Okay, in that traditional machining, suppose we want to perform the machining process on the workpiece, and suppose that the hardness of that workpiece, it will be more, means that workpiece, it will be more hard, or it is hard. That time, to perform the machining operation on that hard material with the help of that traditional machining, it is difficult. Okay, it is difficult, but this condition is not applicable for this unconventional machining. Means the almost any hard material we can cut. Okay, any hard material we can cut with the help of this unconventional machining. Means the hardness is does not matter in that unconventional machining. The hardness of your workpiece is not matter in that unconventional machining. Any hardness, okay, any hard material we can easily cut with the help of this unconventional machining. Okay, this is the third difference. Now see, the next difference is difficult to produce the complex shape. Okay, with the help of the traditional machining, okay, with the help of the traditional machining, it is difficult to produce the complex shape. Okay, it is difficult to produce the complex shape. Okay, for example, suppose we are having very hard material is there, and on the profile of that hard material, suppose we want to perform any complex shape. Now that to produce that complex shape on that hard material with the help of the traditional machining is with the help of the using the single point cutting tool, with the help of the drill bit, with the help of the cutter like this. Okay, it is difficult. It is difficult in the traditional machining, but with the help of that unconventional machining, okay, with the help of the unconventional machining, we can generate any complex profile on your workpiece. Okay, any complex shape we can easily perform or easily machine on your workpiece with the help of that unconventional machining. Okay, now next difference is the metal removing rate. Okay, during the machining process, or we can say the metal removing rate is comparatively high in the traditional machining. Okay, this is the only advantages here. The metal removing rate. Okay, the metal removing rate of the traditional machining is high, but this metal removing rate in the unconventional machining it is low. Okay, it is low, and it is higher in the traditional machining. Okay, now see the next difference. The metal is removed in the form of the chips. Okay, we are knowing that in the traditional machining, suppose we are performing the turning operation, or suppose we are performing the facing operation. During this operation, the material it will be removed in the form of the chips. Means during this machining processes in the traditional machining, it will remove the material in the form of the chips. Means it will generate the chips during the machining process. Okay, it will generate the chips during the machining process. But in that unconventional machining, the metal is removed from that workpiece by melting it or by vaporization it. Okay, means it does not remove the material in the form of the chips. Okay, this is the important point. Okay, in that unconventional machining, okay, in the unconventional machining process, it does not remove the material from the workpiece in the form of the chips. Okay, instead of that, it will remove the material from the workpiece by melting it. Okay, by melting the workpiece, it will remove the material, or instead of the melting also, it will make vaporization of that workpiece, and in such fashion, it will remove the material. Okay, now see what is the example of that traditional machining? What is the example of that traditional machining? We are knowing that it consists of the turning operation. Okay, it consists of the milling operation, shaping operation, then drilling operation. These are the basic traditional operations are there. Okay, now see a traditional machining process are there, and in the conventional machining process, see the example of that conventional machining process, that is the EDM, that is the LBM, USM, EBM, PALM, and ECM. These are the example of your unconventional machining. Okay, understood the simple difference between the traditional machining and unconventional machining. Now see the next point, how to select the proper process. Okay, now we have seen here there are the different types of unconventional machinings are there. It consists of the EDM is there, then WEDM is there, LBM is there, okay, PALM is there, then ultrasonic machining is there. Okay, then also it consists of the chemical machinings are there. Now how we have to select this particular machining process for the machining purpose. Okay, how to select this unconventional machining process. Now see here the following parameters are there. With the help of this following parameter, okay, or that following parameter we have to take into consideration while selecting the unconventional machining process. Okay, means suppose we want to select any unconventional machining process, and during the selection of that unconventional machining process, we should follow the following parameters. Okay, we should follow the following parameters. Now see here what are that different types of parameters are there. Now see the first parameter is, first upon we have to check, we have to do the study of that physical property of your workpiece. Okay, what are the physical means? We have to check the physical property of your workpiece. Okay, according to the physical property of your workpiece, we have to select the particular unconventional machining process. Means first upon we have to select, sorry, first upon we have to check which parameter. First upon we have to check the physical property of your workpiece. Okay, then and then you have to select the that particular process. The next parameter we have to check during the selection of that unconventional machining processes is the type of operation required. Okay, means which type of operation we have to require. Whether we want to cut the material, whether we want to make the hole. Okay, like this. Okay, means we have to select the unconventional machining process with the help of which type of the operation is required. Whether we want to cut the material, whether we want to make the hole, like this. Okay, means which type of the operation is required. According to that, we have to select the unconventional machining process. The next parameter is there. Shape and size is required to produce. Okay, which type of the shape we want to produce, or which size we have to require. Okay, according to that, okay, according to this parameter, we have to select the proper unconventional machining process. Then we have to do the study of a next parameter, that is the process capabilities, such as how many tolerance we have to require. Okay, how many surface finishing we have to require, how many metal removing rate we have to require. Okay, how many power is required. Okay, like this. Okay, this parameter is also we have to take into consideration while selecting the unconventional machining process. Okay, and finally also we have to check, or also we have to do the study of the economical consideration, whether that machining process is economical or it is not economical, like this. Okay, that parameter, okay, such type of the parameter we have to consider while selecting the unconventional machining process, and then we have to take the decision about which type of the machining process we want to use for that particular workpiece, from that particular operation, for the particular capabilities, and for the particular of that economical consideration. Okay, now see here. Okay, this is about the basic introduction regarding to that unconventional machining process. Okay, now understood? Anybody having any problem? Please tell me whether you have understood the basic introduction regarding to that unconventional machining process. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Anybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Please
Yes,
give the
sir. Yes, sir.
reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once again, I will revise the points. Whatever point we have to discuss here, that point once again I will revise here. Okay. Now we have started the unit number 6. The name of that unit number 6 is the unconventional machining process, and also it consists of following contents. Okay. In this unit, we are going to discussing the 5 unconventional machining process are there. That is the EDM, ECM, USM. Okay, and that ultrasonic and that abrasive water jet machining. Okay, that point we want to discuss from this unit number 6. Okay, now see here what is meant by the unconventional machining process and the conventional machining process. That unconventional machining process is nothing but it is the process of, or such type of the processes also we can use to remove the material from that workpiece, but that removal of material from that workpiece is done with the help of the one of the energy. Means to remove the material from that workpiece with the help of that unconventional machining process, we can use the mechanical energy, we can use the thermal energy, we can use the electrochemical energy or chemical energy, or also we can use the combination of that energy, and with the help of this energy we will remove the material from that workpiece. And in that unconventional machining, we are not using that sharp and hard cutting tool like that single point cutting tool, like that drill bit and that cutter, like, okay, such type of the tool we are not using that unconventional machining process for removing the material. And instead of that hard tool in that unconventional machining process, we are using the energy. With the help of that energy, okay, we are using the energy, and with the help of that energy we will remove the material from that workpiece in the unconventional machining process. But in that conventional machining processes, we are knowing that we will remove the material from the workpiece with the help of the hard tool. Okay, and what is the disadvantages or what is the limitation of that traditional machining process. Okay, that point also we have discussed here. In that traditional machining process, it is difficult to perform the machining operation on the harder material. Okay, suppose we are having a very harder material is there, and suppose we want to carry out the machining process on that harder material, it is difficult with the help of that traditional machining process. Then to perform the any operations with the help of that traditional machining, we have to follow the one condition here, means whatever tool we are using, the material of that tool or the material of that tool, it should be harder than the your workpiece. Okay, then and then it will remove the material, otherwise it will break down. Okay, then for that traditional machining, we have required the higher tool force is required to cut the material, and also it will difficult with the help of that traditional machining. It is difficult to perform the complex shape or to produce the complex shape on any harder material. And also during that traditional machining, it will generate the residual traces is generated into that workpiece. Okay, and such type of this disadvantages. Okay, that all disadvantages are overcome with the help of that unconventional machining. So that we are going to move to the unconventional machining. Now see this definition of that unconventional machining. Once again I will repeat that unconventional machining process is nothing but it is the machining process with the it is the machining process, and that machining process we can perform with the help of the any energy, means we can use the mechanical, thermal, electrical, chemical energy to remove the material from that workpiece, but we are not using the any sharp and hard cutting tool. Okay, whatever that such type of the tool we are using for the traditional machining, such type of the tool is not used in that unconventional machining. Okay, then what is the advantages of that unconventional machining process? Now see here, the any type of workpiece we can machine with the help of that unconventional machining. Whether that workpiece it will be more harder, it will be softer, it will be soft. Okay, means that hardness of your workpiece. Okay, the hardness of your workpiece, this parameter is not considered in that unconventional machining. Means any hardness workpiece we can machine. Then any complicated shape. Okay, with the help of that unconventional machining, we can generate any complicated shape on your workpiece. Also, we can perform the very precise holes. Also, we can produce with the help of this unconventional machining, and with the help of that unconventional machining process or that unconventional machining process, it does not exert the mechanical force on your workpiece. And also, with the help of that unconventional machining, it is easy to perform tapered hole on your workpiece. These are the simple advantages. Then now see the classification of that unconventional machining process. That unconventional machining process is classified depending on the types of energy, which type of the energy we are using. According to that, unconventional machining process is classified. Okay, the first type of that unconventional machining process is the thermal. Okay, in that thermal category, again it consists of the electrical discharge machining, wire cut machining, then laser beam machining, plasma arc machining. The next type of the energy we can use in that unconventional machining process is the mechanical energy, and inside that it consists of abrasive jet machining, ultrasonic machining, water jet machining, and electrochemical energy also we are using. And in that we are using electrochemical machining, then electrochemical grinding also, and then finally we can use the chemical energy also use, and with the help of that chemical energy we can perform the chemical machining. Okay, these are the basic classification of that unconventional machining processes. And now we have seen here the comparison between traditional and unconventional machining. Okay, it is very simple comparison. In that traditional machining we are using tool to perform the machining operation, but in that unconventional machining process we are not using that tool. Means whatever hard or fixed geometry tool we are using in that traditional machining, like a single point cutting tool, like drill bit, like cutter, such type of the tool we are not using in that unconventional machining. Okay, and in the traditional machining process we are using the tool to remove the material from that workpiece, but the material of that tool, it should be harder than your workpiece, then and then only it will remove the material from that workpiece, otherwise it will break down. But such condition, okay, but such type of the condition is not applicable for that unconventional machining. Okay, means the hardness of your tool, it does not be considered. Okay, then with the help of that traditional machining, okay, it is difficult to perform the machining operation on harder material, but in any harder material we can perform the machining operation with the help of the unconventional machining. Okay. Then in the traditional machining, it is difficult to perform or it is difficult to produce the complex shape on your workpiece. But in the unconventional machining, we can generate any type of profile or any type of shape. We can easily machine on your workpiece. Okay. Then metal removing rate. Okay. The metal removing rate is high in the traditional machining, but that metal removing rate is very low in the unconventional machining. And in the traditional machining, it will remove the material in the form of the chip, but in the unconventional machining process, material is removed by melting process. And the example of your traditional machining is turning, milling, shaping, and drilling. And here, the example of your unconventional machining is EDM, LBM, UACM, EBM, okay, ACM, like this. Now, also we have seen here the process selection, which parameter we should take into consideration while selecting the proper unconventional machining process. Okay, means we have to check the property of your workpiece, then we have to select or we have to do the study of which type of the operation we have to require, then which type of the shape and which type of the size we have to require. Then also we have to check how many tolerance we have to require, how many surface finishing we have to require, okay, how many metal removing rate we have to require, okay, and whether it is that process it will be economical or not economical. Okay, that point we have to select during selection of your particular unconventional machining process. Okay, any problem? Yes, anybody? Any problem? Understood or not? Yes.
Understood, sir.
Yes, sir,
Hello.
no problem.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Thank you.